Good afternoon. Welcome to another episode of Hogwarts Mystery. My name is akemistormbornsubs and I will be your host today. Trying out a new intro and that sounded so weird because I just did that out of the top of my head. No, 5 seconds ago I did not thinking that I would do another intro. Anyway, again another Thursday update from Jam City. Now what is this? Oh, the Torvus TLSQ. I have heard a lot about this in the data mining thing, the data mining universe. Whatever it is, it's in the afternoon. It is about whatever 15 o'clock is. I don't know the 24-hour clock. Okay, anyway. New adventure, Torvus and the Troubled Forest. It's called the Forbidden Forest. I don't think it's anything but troubled. The Forbidden Forest is in danger and it may be all your fault. What did I do? You want to help Torvus and do the damage you've caused. But you must first regain his trust by solving a mysterious problem at the forest lake. Otherwise, you may never be allowed back in the forest again. What did I do? Oh, and okay. Couple of things here. Okay, first of all, Torvus, what the f***? Mama Kerwin, why do you like him? I feel like he's just going to put the blame on MC for no reason. Second, I don't think MC and company have been in the Forbidden Forest since Rowan died. Maybe we went there once when Bill dragged us there to, look for evidence when I was yelling, the necklace in the bush! I think that was the last time we went to the Forbidden Forest. Even after that, we only went to the centaur camp. So we haven't been to the Forbidden Forest in God knows how long. And third, seriously, what did I do? What is it that I did? What is happening? Also, Forest Lake. Please tell me the Forest Lake gets unlocked. Well, I suppose I have no choice but to play this. What is 15 o'clock? 13, 14, 15. 15 o'clock is 3. It's 3. Okay, that's actually a fine time to play. It's like the Thursday update. I woke up this morning and Jam City chose violence and gave us a TLSQ. Thanks for coming, Sarahi. So, what's the problem? Is everything alright, Hagrid? You look flustered. I suppose if Hagrid looking flustered, he's just hiding an animal, but, well, that's not the premise of this TLSQ for once. What did Fang eat this time? See, Charlie knows. Hold on, let me adjust the camera. No, it's not Fang, it's Torvus. Torvus, the centaur from the Forbidden Forest. You don't say! He's not one for joking around, so whatever happened must be serious. I was just out in the morning I was just out on me morning, hunt for boat truckles when he suddenly came riding up, all upset over summit. What language is this? This is not even Hagrid language. Sounds like Torvus. Why was he upset, Hagrid? Don't know, he just drove me straight out of the forest. Didn't even have time to collect me boat truckles. He must have said something. Oh, he said summit alright. Said not to return. Not until what, Hagrid? Well, not until I had you with me, Sly. What did I do? Oh my god, I have seriously not been to the forest since Rowan died. I have not even gone to the Forbidden Forest like on my own. What is happening? This honestly sounds like something that would happen in the... Like in my own canon, this sounds like something that would happen in the end of year 7. Not right in the beginning. Me? What could Torvus want with me? Okay, maybe the last time I went to the Forbidden Forest was when I came to the centaur camp, but I have not returned since. I have not screwed up anything. I have not killed any animals. I have not damaged your ecosystem. This seems a bit dodgy. Are you sure Torvus asked for Sarahi, Hagrid? Right, so he shouted that part that as he chased me away like some pesky doxy. Sorry for laughing. Sorry, Hagrid, it's not fun to be on the receiving end of an angry Torvus. I just wish I knew what you wanted with me. You haven't recently upset him, have you? Literally, this is what I mean. I have not been there in over a year. Not that I can remember. We've been on good terms since closing the vault in the Forbidden Forest. And if we take Kerwin's story, she literally gifted him with chutneys. Right? Mama Kerwin, isn't that what Kerwin gifted Torvus? Couple of chutneys. Am I remembering correctly? Did he not like the chutney? Mama Kerwin, this is an entire Torvus TLSQ. I'm going to be making a lot of jokes. He even brought me to the centaur camp after I helped him get accepted back into the herd. Well, there's some... Okay. Nah, no, I'm not going to ask what language he's speaking in again. Well, there's definitely something he wants with you, Sarahi. It must be important. Torvus has a temper, but he isn't unreasonable. Perhaps it's time I get to the bottom of this and go speak to him. Not without being prepared. You know better than anyone dealing with centaur's delicate business. But he's also my friend though, right? Somebody made a joke like make Torvus a friend. Like let us drag him around at Hogwarts and eat sandwiches with him. Like where is he? And I was like, where are you gonna fit? Why don't I go with you, Sarai, since Torvus and I are on good terms? Good thinking, Charlie, but that may not be enough. You can come. I think you should also bring him an offering. What did you have in mind? Let's bring me rock cakes. Torvus loves them. Why don't we just bring lavender again? Or was it that I don't remember what centaur used for divination. Sage? And if he doesn't, it's the thought that counts. Rubbish, Sarai. Torvus always loves rock cakes. I don't think he's ever eaten one. If you say so, Hagrid. Yeah. Brilliant. Let's cook up a batch. So we're going to waste our time on this instead of just going straight to the Forbidden Forest. Nice. Look, I'm all for protecting Hagrid's innocence. But it's been years. Someone ought to tell him that those rock cakes suck. That way he can actually make something edible. Of course it's not gonna be me. Someone's gonna have to do it at some point though. I hope Torvus doesn't throw these at me. I will be so offended. If he throws them at me, I will literally leave the forest and Mama Carvan, you can help him. I will not help him. Make sure not to leave him on the flame for too long. Are you just gonna sit there? Use a firm hand or the cakes will be too soft. Cake is supposed to be soft. That's why it's called cake. I want cake. And a taco. I've been wanting a taco for a couple of weeks now. Wouldn't be surprised if Torvus threw a fit just so I'd make these for him. You know, he could just ask. He has enough of a brain too. Torvus might think we brought these as a weapon. That's not a bad idea. How strong are centaur's teeth? Probably stronger than human teeth. I'll tell you that much. Rock cakes doesn't have the most appealing name. You know, every time people mention rock cakes, what I'm reminded of, I don't know how many people have watched Shrek the Third, but in Shrek the Third there's this one point where Merlin is just eating rocks. And every time people mention rock cakes, that is the first thing I think of. Because I recently just watched the Shrek the Third again. Anyway, time to move this along because this baking will take forever. Excuse me, I just ate an apple before doing the TLSQ. And that's one batch of rock cakes ready to go. Brilliant! Thanks, Hagrid. I suppose it's time to head into the forest. Are you gonna come with me? How are you feeling about confronting Torvus? Dude, I'm nervous as freak. He scares me. I'm quite nervous about going to see Torvus. I know Carvin's fix involved that she's on good terms with Torvus to the point where she could give him chutney, and the fact that Torvus also greets her very warmly. Sarahi is scared as hell. Like, she brought cake to the centaur camp once and then she was like, okay, you know what, I'm just gonna bring cake here once in a while, but other than that, I'm scared. I do not want to stay here long. Can I just stay out of the centaur camp? These people scare me a bit. Even if Torvus is my friend, they still scare me. He's clearly upset with me, so who knows what he'll do. I mean, he's not gonna kill me, I know that much. But, well, Torvus doesn't own the forest. He can't just stop me from going there. Not that I want to go there. It's kind of traumatic to go to the area where Rowan died. I just played myself. Sarahi does return there with Drake Pick in year 7. Not because of anything to do with Rowan. They just were looking for not grass. That's another story altogether. Well, you'll have us by your side. And me rock cakes too. Oh right, he is coming. Okay, no. We better get to Torvus before he loses his patience. I think he's or worse, his appetite. I mean, he's already going to lose his appetite when he sees them rock cakes, and I think he's already lost his patience, which is why he's yelling at me, or why he's yelling at you to yell at me. Does that make any sense whatsoever? Excuse me? Why are we going to the spider's lair? Torvus, I just said I don't think you're going to kill me. Are you trying to get me killed? I didn't do it! I don't know what it is you think I did, but I didn't do it. I've literally not been in this forest for ages. Okay, Torvus, what did I do? Hello, Torvus. Hagrid said you demanded to see me. What did I do? I literally did nothing. I've not been to the forest in ages. It's about time, Sarai, but I don't remember demanding to see Charlie as well. I couldn't resist a trip to see my good friend Torvus. It's good to see you as well, Charlie, though your presence does little to ease my frustrations. Don't worry, Torvus. We also brought one of your favorite treats. I think he's offended. You thought an offering might help with your anger, which you are angry with me some reason. And so you brought raw cakes. That's right. I'll have to save these for after we deal with the issue at hand. Please take it easy on me, Torvus. Whatever I did, I'm sorry. I literally do not know what I did. Please don't hurt me. Don't arrow me, please. What? I don't know what I did. I didn't do anything. Like I have been reiterating, I've literally not been in the forest since Rowan died. Or if you're taking later, I have not been to the forest since you brought me to the centaur camp the second time to give me the answer to the prediction, which was too late actually. You're not very good at divination. Okay, never mind. I'm not going to insult this man. He's already angry at me. Torvus, please take it easy on me. Whatever I did, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. What's wrong with you, Sarahi? What? Just a bit nervous to find out why you brought me here. He said you were angry with me. I'd be nervous too if I were you. Dude. You're not helping. There is something very troubling going on and dangers lie ahead. I think canonically Rakepick's been sent to Azkaban or is trapped in the bottom of the lake, so she's not showing up anytime soon. I'm a little sad about it, but well, we are talking about this game, not my headcanons right now. What is it, Torvus? What's happened? Stop being vague. I'm getting scared. There has been a great disturbance in the Forbidden Forest and now everything is out of balance. I did not hunt any animals. I love them. Also, what's in balancing? Also, what is this Forestorian? A disturbance? What does it have to do with me? What did I do? What did I do? Everything, Sarai, it has everything to do with you. Literally, what did I do? Listen closely and I'll tell you what you've done. I'm getting angry. What did I do? I have not been here in half a year. The whole year or half a year. I don't know what the timeline is. We'll have to help these creatures if they're in trouble. I mean, yeah, sure. This imbalance all began with the forest port. What? You said that was supposed to stay closed? A disturbance in the forest? I don't like the sound of that. What? Are you upset the Acromantulas can't feast on humans anymore? What is this? How big of a disturbance is this? A disturbance I still do not understand. Hope it didn't cause any harm. I think every action, however small, has consequences. What did I do? The forest ecosystem is very sensitive. Rock cakes are great at curing disturbances. Yeah, sure. Whatever you say, Bug. The homes of the forest creatures are in peril. What did I do? I don't get it. The Forbidden Forest is a magical place. Hopefully it stays that way. We have to help the creatures if they're in trouble. Look, I'm just thinking about this. Even though Sarai has moved on from Rowan's death, at this point it's still traumatizing to return to the Forbidden Forest. Like, I don't want to be here. Not just because I lost Rowan here, but I also lost Rakepick here. Honestly, looking back at chapter 18, I don't know what I'm more upset about. Losing Rowan or losing Rakepick. The fact that I lost Rowan or the fact that I can't give Rakepick the benefit of the doubt anymore. And I said, you know what, screw it. I'm just making my own version. End of story. Jamsli sucks. You know, after we're done with this part, I'll just check what year this is. What TLSQ this year is set. What year this TLSQ is set in. So opening the cursed vault has caused the forest to fall out of balance. 3 years later, I opened that in year 4. Or year 5. Yeah, 4. Yeah, 4, sorry. Not just the vault, Sarai, but the way in which you dealt with it. What? You literally, after I opened this vault and I talked to Torvus, he said he was pleased that I dealt with it. But Sarai closed the vault and helped save Hogwarts. Shouldn't you be pleased with her? Things are not often as simple as they appear to be, chat. You were pleased with me. Excuse me, how is this just arising now 3 years later? If this is a near 5 TLSQ, maybe it'll make sense. I'll check. Everything we do has repercussions, and those repercussions ripple outward with unforeseen effects. I don't understand your problem. Even the wings of a tiny flitterby what is a flitterby can change the world with one innocent flap. I always say never underestimate a flitterby. Hagrid, not the point. But how did my actions as a curse words make things worse for the worst? I don't get it. Do you remember the Acromantula you fought off to get to the world? Yes, I remember that Acromantula. Well, I've had some run-ins with him since the world. But he still hasn't returned to his colony, and the other Acromantulas are growing very uneasy in his absence. He did return! This TLSQ makes no sense. That can't be good. Calm Acromantulas are frightening enough, let alone uneasy ones. Exactly, the Acromantulas do not like when their colony breaks apart. And there's no telling what they'll do if the missing Acromantula doesn't return. But it did return. He did return. What is happening? But what happened to the poor fella, Torvus? I just know he ran off after Serahi defeated him and he's been causing trouble around the forest ever since. He did come back. This is stupid. This does not make sense. It was the duel that made him run off. Indeed, what do you have to say for yourself and the damage you've caused? Both of these options are crap. Yeah, sure, it's not like Serahi has self-blame issues already. Put more blame on her, why don't you? Kerwin, why do you like this man? Horseman. Oh, this is my fault. It's not like my baby has self-blame issues already. Put more things on her, why don't you? By the end of year 7, the whole rebellion breaks apart, Rakepick dies, Adelaide is lost, and for a while she thinks even Adelaide died. This is making me sad. My poor baby. I was too reckless when I dueled that Acromantula and should have been more careful. Yes, that's true, but at least you're recognizing a mistake. If only you had the mindset before causing all this damage. That Acromantula did come back. This whole TLSQ makes no sense. This is a waste of time. I don't want to do this. Well, tell me how I can make things right, Torvus. You haven't done anything to prove you can handle it. I am this close to flipping the bird at you, Torvus. This close. This is, however, content for kids above 13 years old. This is not kids content. This game has some... I'm just trying to make it so YouTube doesn't set my videos to kids content again. This is not exactly kids content. I don't think children under 13 can even understand what's happening. Also, nothing to prove. I think Adelaide should just hide Serahi immediately. And I'm not sure you even understand the gravity of the situation. What if we must help fix just one of the disturbances, Torvus? Something to prove that to you we are capable of helping the forest. I do not want to. I'm not sure you should be even allowed to step foot in this sacred place again, let alone interact with it. I mean, I technically don't want to because Rowan died here and I would like it if I never have to come to the Forbidden Forest again. Secondly, it's not like you actually own this place. It is a forest. It is public ground. Yeah, I'm just not going to allow it in the centaur camp. And well, I had a third point, but I forgot what it is. Not allowed back in the forest? You know what? I'm fine with that. I don't want to go to the forest. Rowan died here. It traumatizes me. What problem does MC have with not being allowed to return to the forest? It's not like we have anything here. Come on, Torvus, give him a chance. And it's not like I don't want to come back. The only time Serahi comes back to the Forbidden Forest is in year 7 with Rakepick when they were looking for Nutgrass. That's when Barnaby and company find them and they have to go back, stay with the rebellion, them. And they also have to stay with the rebellion. Barnaby and company are Kiara and Ismelda. And maybe Levi. I'm still thinking whether I should add him to the squad. I suppose Charlie's involvement gives me some peace of mind. Oh, sort of, Torvus. At this point, I'm just angry with you. Fine, there is one urgent disturbance that needs to be fixed immediately. Brilliant. I mean, it's brilliant that we can help. It's not brilliant there's a disturbance, obviously. My poor child. Just The centaurs have been unable to retrieve water at the forest lake. It's a lake! No. The centaurs need that water. Yes, they do, and the forest lake is their main source. Without it, we don't have enough to drink. The herd is suffering and will have to find a new home if they can no longer safely retrieve the water. Could be the Acromantula that's giving the centaurs trouble. Perhaps, but you'll have to find out for yourselves. The forest can be very unpredictable now more than ever. Yeah, sure. Let Sarahi go on a mission in the forest where her best friend died. In the forest where her mentor killed her best friend. Yeah, let's do this. Like, this is a good idea apparently. And you'll have to learn to expect the unexpected if you are to succeed in this quest. Just end me now. And that's what we'll do, Torvus. Sarahi will be like, Madam Inkwell, can you hide me immediately? I don't want to be here. Time will tell, Sarahi. I am not convinced you are ready for what lies ahead. But if you write this wrong, you may be welcomed back into the Forbidden Forest. I do not care. I don't want to be here. No. You best get going then. I'd hate to see a ban from the forest, Sarahi. If they want to ban me, that's fine. I don't want to come back. You and me both, Hagrid. No. Just like I'd hate to see those rock cakes go to waste. So I'd best get him back to Fang if no one is eaten any. Good luck, Hagrid. Charlie and I are off to see what's troubling the centaurs at the first lake. Again, let me just reiterate, this is such a bad idea and I can't believe Torvus is cruel enough to make MC, a very traumatized MC, do this. Why would you want to return to the place where your best friend died? Sarahi literally does not return to the Forbidden Forest. And let me just say that the centaurs are actually less useless. They told us what the Trelawney's prediction meant way too late. They told us what it meant after Rowan was already dead. So what the hell was I supposed to expect at that point? Also, Forest Lake is unlocked. Huh. Does this come from the Black Lake? Like this Forest Lake seems like it's just coming from the Black Lake. I'm pretty sure the Black Lake is over there. Huh. Wonder what's going on over here. Alright, Charlie, let's figure out what's keeping the centaurs from the water. Otherwise, I won't earn Torvus' trust and may never be able to step foot in this forest again. Not that I want to, I'm just doing this for some reason. If something shoots me, if a centaur shoots me, I will literally leave. Well, I don't see the Acromantula anywhere. Neither do I, but look over there. Look over where? Oh, spiderwebs! The Acromantula was here, but it looks like he's been gone for a while. So if the Acromantula isn't preventing the centaurs from getting water, what is? I don't like this camera angle. I feel like something's going to come up. Good question. I suppose this is what Torvus meant when he said to expect the unexpected. Oh! What is that? A troll? A troll. Definitely wasn't expecting that. And he looks awfully angry. I'm friends with one. Can I get him? I don't even remember if my troll has a name. No wonder the centaurs haven't been able to safely retrieve water. There's with a violent troll guarding the lake. Better get out your wand. We need to defeat this troll if you want to get him away from the lake. I'm just thinking about what Torvus told us. Our actions have unforeseen consequences. And have caused enough destruction already. We need to find a less disruptive way to get him away from the lake. It may be risky, but I suppose we can try communicating with him first. I mean, Hermione did it like, stop! Put me down! She did that. She did that in some movie. I don't remember which movie it was. And he did put her down. Huh, brilliant idea. Let's see what this troll has to say. And worst comes to worst, I'm just going to get my head bashed in by that club. What are you doing? Huh, doesn't look that angry. Can you understand me? Don't get too close, Sarahi. We don't want to hurt you or you to hurt us. He looks sad or perhaps hungry. You know, the thing is, Sarahi has already befriended a mountain troll. This is a forest troll. For the most part, she knows how to communicate with trolls, so this should not be too hard. Keep an eye on that web, Charlie. I'd feel much safer if this was a dragon. Oh my god, you take care of that. No, actually, I know, I'm just going to take care of my own dragon. Never mind. Oh, so he's sad. See, he's sad apparently. Now what? What's that in his hand? Mushrooms? Probably. What brings you to the lake, my troll friend? Troll friend. Ah, the blue balls incident was fun. Remember the blue balls incident mod? If any, those of you who watched it, I think only about 200 people watched it out of my 4,800 subscribers. Which I suppose it's par for the course. I don't play Friday Night Funkin' much. But it just reminds you of the blue balls incident. Trolls. I think it's gonna get an update soon. Oh my god, I'm going to look at that update and I'm going to hope those are songs I can play. It had like a kind of a small update with one new song, but that song was too fast. I can't play it. Luckily that version also came with a free play version, so I could replay Redemption. Redemption is the slowest song, but it's also my favorite. Actually, I like Incident also. Incident and Redemption, the last two songs are my favorite. Perhaps it's trying to tell us something, Charlie. Something to have to do with that thing in his hand. You look like tall mushrooms. But what is it? Looks like a boobotuber plant. What could a troll want with a boobotuber? Well, it does look quite hungry. Wonder if it eats them. That must be it. The troll is searching for food. There's an entire field of boobotubers in the forest. Why would it need to go looking for more? Perhaps something happened to the field. I don't know. It must be apparently. Do you think it's related to the cursed world? Probably. I mean, I probably messed everything. This must be related to the cursed world. Torvus said everything in the forest is connected. So one way or another, the field of the boobotuber and the vault are linked. Good point. Let's hope we can find whatever that link is. We should go to the field of boobotubers and get to the bottom of this. If we find the troll more food, we'll be able to lure him away from the lake. Then the centaurs will be able to return. Exactly. I'm already on my way to proving the Torvus that I can be trusted. Honestly, I don't like Torvus the way Kerwin does. So I really don't care. I don't know why I'm so salty towards Torvus. I just am. I guess the whole premise of this quest has just made me salty towards him. Ah, 2 cards. Okay, thank you. Huh? This is not even in year 5 achievement. This is year 4. Year 4 ends after you. Year 4 just ends after the cursed world. After we have dealt with the cursed world. Why is this in year 4? Again, why is this TLSQ even existing? I stand my ground, this TLSQ has no reason for existing. But that can be said for a lot of TLSQs in this game. Hello Torvus, it's great to see you again. Kind words won't make me forgive you any quicker, Sarahi. Hey, I am just nice in general. It was worth a try. Now tell me how things went with the troll down at the first lake. Yeah, thanks a lot. You knew about the troll and didn't tell me. Of course I did, but like I said, you need to learn how to navigate the unexpected. Again, I am this close to flipping the bird at him. This close. Well, we discovered that the troll is acting violently towards the centaurs. Is that right? He's hungry and needs more boobotubers. I see. That is an interesting discovery, which I'm pretty sure you people were smart enough to figure out on your own. Thanks, Torvus. But it looks like we still have a hard road ahead. This field of boobotubers is completely empty. Indeed, it must be another ripple in our imbalanced ecosystem. What am I supposed to do as a child to an imbalanced ecosystem? Let me just point out this is a year 4 thing. The hungry troll is a dangerous troll, so we should feed him before he starts causing more problems for the forest. Why don't we search this grove for more boobotubers? If we find any, we can offer them to the troll to get him away from the centaur's water source. And perhaps we'll find some clues as to what caused the shortage of, or where all the boobotubers have gone. Oh, those are just like boobotuber first of all. Like just remnants of boobotuber. Keep an eye out for more creatures. This might be remains of something. There is still the odor of boobotubers. don't like being in the forest grove for reasons I have already said like 10 times. I don't like being here. I don't like being in the place where we lost both Rowan and Rakepick. Yes, and Rakepick. I hope I triggered someone with that. You people should know at this point that I am a complete obsession. It kind of makes me laugh how these days I am pretty much known by the fact that I have a complete obsession with Rakepick. People have been making jokes about it, and honestly I am fine with that. There is a green sticky substance covering the ground. And pieces of crushed plants everywhere. And human footprints. It's clear what has transpired here. The boobo tubers have been trampled. Trampled? By who? The centaurs? How dare you, Sarahi? Uh-oh. The centaurs have lived peacefully in this forest for a long time. And unlike you humans, we treat our surroundings with deep love and respect. Okay, honestly, I do want to tell Torvus to calm the hell down, but he's already mad at me. So sorry, Torvus, I didn't mean to. But you're still responsible for these consequences, even if you never intended for them to happen. Again, don't make me flip the bird at you on camera. Please do not. I am this close. I'm this close. I don't want to come back to the Forbidden Forest. If you want to ban me, fine. I don't want to come back. I appreciate the apology, but make sure you use this as another learning experience. I'm going to destroy my keyboard by the end of this. Well, if it wasn't the centaurs who did all the trampling, Torvus, there's only one explanation. It was the sleepwalkers drawn to the forest to the cursed vault. I thought this might be related to the vault. Yes, just as I predicted, the vault is the source of these troubling disturbances. And I was apparently supposed to leave it closed. So the sleepwalkers trampled the boobo tubers, which forced the forest troll to go to the lake, and that has prevented the centaurs from retrieving their water, and all of this is stupid. One small disturbance spiraling out into larger ones. Precisely, Sarai, you're beginning to understand the fragile and complicated nature of our actions. I think I should have changed Sarai's hair to baby fetus Sarai from year 4, but then again, this can be a problem which could happen in year 6 or 7, I guess. But that was the easy part. Now you have to undo the damage that's been done. Yeah, I'm supposed to be able to do that as a child! Maybe that sounds challenging, doesn't it, Sarai? Yes, that does sound challenging. Undoing the damage does sound challenging. We're not even sure where it starts and ends. Then we'll have to begin with what you know and go from there. And if I could just fix this one disturbance, then perhaps I'll earn back your trust, Torvus. We shall see, Sarai, but worry about the task at hand for now. Why don't we start with the boobo tubers? If we regrow them, then perhaps the troll will return and leave the lake to the centaurs. We but make haste, the troubles of the forest only grow as time passes. I understand, Torvus, and I'll prove to you that I can fix this, even though I don't want to be proven anything to you. How are your boobo tuber growing skills, Charlie? A bit rubbish, if I'm being honest. Then we need some help, and it's time to go see Professor Sprout. Oh my god! Torvus, I hate that you're blaming this entire thing on the actions of a child. I hate this. I hate what you're doing to this poor child. Yeah, sure, it's up to me to feed the troll. Why don't I just offer myself? Seems to be what you want. Honestly, this whole premise is just so bad. It's not Torvus is like, I mean, how dare Torvus blame a child for everything? And then tells head child to fix everything. Yeah, it's not like this child has its own life to deal with. Let's tell them to fix the forest. Honestly, it's just the entirety of Hogwarts mystery in a nutshell. Nobody's going to do anything. MC has to do everything. And the same thing with Dumbledore. This whole premise is making me angry. Thanks for meeting us, Professor Sprout. No problem at all, Miss Silvers and Mr. Weasley. I was already here helping Miss Tuttle. Do you two know Liz? Of course I know Liz. She's my best friend. One of my best friends. Yes, we do. It's good to see you, Liz. Yes, it is, Sarai. I mean, it's good to see you too. What brings you to the herbology classroom? Can we skip the small talk, please? I'm trying to grow an oversized lily pad for Sir Repeat. Oh, we're trying to grow something too. We need to grow some boobo tubers to feed a hungry troll. It's a long story. Don't even ask questions, Professor Sprout. Which we're hoping will help to restore balance to the Forbidden Forest. Opening the cursed world seems to have caused all sorts of chaos there. Oh wow, I hope the troll is alright. Can I help you? You know how much I love helping magical creatures. But what about Sir Rabbit's oversized lily pad? He'll be alright. I spoiled him enough already. What do you think, Professor Sprout? Can you teach us about YouTubers? With the Forbidden Forest at stake, sounds like it would be all of our best interests. So best Dr. Daly, let's begin. Okay, I have no idea what a BooBoTuber is. And I really hope the video is recording because I just had a notification and I hope they didn't stop anything. I'm already running out of energy and it just brings me to what a waste of time this TLSQ is. Oh my god, I just ate one apple. Why am I burping so much? Huh? Will I actually get the apples, right? My mother has given me a definitive answer. I have definitely only ate one apple, so why am I burping? Those bumps are repulsive, but I want to squeeze one. Equivalent of a... Never mind, I don't know how to say it. I've heard the pus can... This already makes me want to skip this entire interaction. This TLSQ is not fun. Okay, the BooBoTuber is certainly an interesting plant. Yeah, sure, whatever. And snack. Yes, it is, but like most plants, it takes time and care to grow properly. I'm not sure we have time, Professor. Well, the best first step would be try and get some dragon dung fertilizer, which I can lend to you. Brilliant. Do not celebrate yet, Miss Silvers. I'm never celebrating anything. The fertilizer will help, but it will still take a couple weeks for the BooBoTubers to grow. A couple weeks, I'm not sure the troll will last that long without its food. Or the centaurs without the water. Torvus won't ever trust me again, which I honestly do not care about. Who knows how the forest may fall into disarray in that time. Look, the point of an ecosystem is that it can sustain itself. If there is a small imbalance, like a spider running away, it will sustain itself in time. Torvus is just impatient, because technically that Acromantula did come back. This is just a TLSQ that has been made on a whim, but let me just say this. Let me just give a little lesson. Let me just say that the point of an ecosystem is that when it has a small disturbance, it can sustain itself. It's like when there's trash in the river. Like in ancient times, people used to go to the bathroom in rivers and all. And these are times when water purifiers and all did not exist. However, that water was still safe to drink because water is able to rebuild itself. It is able to the rivers, because it had so much water and because in those times there was not as much waste going into the water. Look, the thing is, there was always some kind of waste in the water, like maybe cloth or somebody's, poop. Okay, let me just say poop, etc. There was always waste in the water. For thousands of years there has been waste in the water. Things started to go wrong when the waste started to become non-biodegradable. Before that, there were all kinds of biodegradable waste and the water was just able to cleanse them on its own. That is how an ecosystem works. It's something, if there's a small disturbance like this, it can sustain itself. It will just take some time to build a new framework for sustenance. Like if the BooBoTuber, if the troll cannot, if left for long enough, the troll will just find some other food to eat if it can't find BooBoTubers. The spider, though it did run away, came back eventually. We have seen in year 5 and 6 that spider was there. It did come back. The thing is that this TLSQ has been set immediately after the cursed vault was opened. The forest vault was opened immediately at the end of year 4. This TLSQ has been set at the end of year 4. So basically what this tells me is that Torvus is just impatient. If we waited for a little while longer before throwing around blame, the ecosystem would have sustained itself and we would not have to do all of this. We are doing this just because Torvus is impatient, not because the ecosystem is in actual danger. The ecosystem would have found a way to sustain itself. I'm done with my rant. But that's my point. My point is we do not need to do any of this. We just need to be patient and the ecosystem would have sustained itself. For years there have been wastes in the ecosystem. Animals die. But my point is there have always been waste in the water. There will be all kind of waste. The thing is, for many thousands of years, those wastes were biodegradable. Problems started arising when the wastes began getting dumped into water bodies at a faster rate than it could cleanse them. And this, I don't know a lot about science, but I do know some things, okay? That sounds like a lot to take responsibility for, right? I have no reason to take responsibility. That is why I'm ranting about this. The ecosystem would have eventually sustained itself. We don't need to do any of this. Sometimes human interference just makes things worse. Okay, maybe in this case, the human interference will make things faster. But like we're in the 1980s where the human interference is not that necessary. I think it's really in the 2000s when the water bodies started getting so bad that it was beyond repair. Torvus is just making a mountain out of a molehill. If he just waited some time, the environment would have sustained itself. The troll would have found a new place to get its food. The centaur should also be smart enough to get another source of water for a short while at least. Basically, the centaurs are just not smart. They just want to blame everything on MC. Torvus is not smart. They just want to blame everything on MC. This is stupid. Are you more concerned about saving the forbidden forest or earning Torvus's trust? I suppose I care more about the ecosystem than Torvus, to be fair. I'm more worried about the forbidden forest. I really don't care about Torvus. If he's not smart enough to deal with this on his own, he really does not need my trust. And I honestly, after this TLSQ ends, I just don't want to talk to him again. Dude, if I come to the forbidden forest to solve a problem, which is like a spider that's literally eating people, then, and you're putting the blame on me for messing things up when I was trying to fix them, and then expecting me, a 14-year-old, maybe 15-year-old child, to fix the entire ecosystem. I really do not want you as my friend, and after I'm done fixing the forest, I just never want to see you again. I'll just never return to the forest. I didn't want to be here anyway. I am very salty at Torvus right now. All the creatures that live there will suffer if something isn't done about the disturbances. I suppose I'll still come back to this forbidden forest for the creatures, but I'll just ignore Torvus. That sounds awful. I'm not sure anyone hates the idea of suffering creatures more than I do. But it seems like you have a great plan to help those creatures. I do not. I don't have a plan for anything. I'll probably apologize at the end of this TLSQ. This whole TLSQ is just making me so salty towards Torvus. I agree with Miss Tuttle. Growing pooper tubers in order to feed the troll is a splendid plan. Thanks, Professor. But we still need to figure out a way to speed things up so the pooper tubers don't take so long to grow. Herbivicus charm? Well, if urgency is your top priority, then what you need is the Herbivicus charm. I'm smart. See, I'm smart. Sometimes. Which you should already be familiar with, Miss Silvers. Yes, I do use it to grow flowers regularly. Alright, the gardening charm. That would be perfect. But to be honest, Professor, I could use some practice. Unfortunately, you need to find someone else to give you a refresher course. My next class is about to begin. How about Professor Fletwell? Good idea, he can teach me Herbivicus. I wish I could just skip over all this and just get to the part where he can save the ecosystem so I don't have to get back to the forbidden forest or think about Torvus. And then we'll have the poo-poo tubers springing to life in no time. Just remember to lay down the fertilizer for extra potency before using the charm. And don't forget your own dragon hide gloves. I need to keep my spare gloves here for my students. Understood, Professor. Looks like I'm headed to the charms classroom next. What about Charlie and Miss Rahi? You two have an equally important mission. Why don't you go collect our dragon hide gloves? And I'll go see if Professor Redwood can give me a reflection on Herbivicus. Together we can fix the forest, perhaps, and even prove that it matters to me too. Look, I have no problems with Torvus being worried about the ecosystem. It is a very real thing to be worried about, and since humans are going to be worried about the ecosystem, it is nice for the creatures to be worried about the ecosystem. It is nice that Torvus is worried about the ecosystem. That is very good of him, that is very noble of him. The problem I have is the fact that he's just blaming everything on MC and he's not patient. That Acromantula would have returned eventually. They just needed to be patient. Instead, they were like, no, I don't have patience. Why don't we just call Sarahi and put the entire blame on a 15-year-old child? Okay, 17-year-old. No, this is at in year 4, so 15-year-old. I'm so salty. I'm so upset with you, Torvus. Like, I'm going to allow Sarahi, in my canon, I'm going to allow Sarahi to be so salty at him. Instead of waiting, you decided to just put all the blame on me, didn't you? I just don't want to return to the forbidden forest. I don't care. Hello, Professor. I appreciate you meeting with me on such short notice. It's a bit of an emergency. Yes, Miss Silvers, now what did you need help with? I need to grow some plants and was hoping to speed things up with herbivores. Professor Sprout taught it to me once before, but I could really use a refresher.
Oh.
A plant? What sort of emergency involves growing a plant? Which is another, of course, should be a stupid question for you to ask because I think it should be common knowledge. In my canon, of course, I don't mind the game. In my canon, it's common knowledge that Sarai likes to grow flowers and she has little to no patience in growing them. Well, this is for a very hungry troll, and if the troll doesn't get puber soon, the Forbidden Forest may plunge into chaos. Chaos? Alright then.
Oh.
But you'd best not bring this troll in my classroom anytime soon. Of course not, Professor. He's not gonna fit. Growing tubers will keep the creatures of the forest exactly where they're meant to be. Let's not waste any more time then. Prepare to learn because I'm going to skip over this. I am bored. And pay close attention this time. I am bored. Please hurry it up. I don't think I've been able to get my point across because I've just been so salty at Torvus. But what I'm trying to say is that it is very noble of Torvus to be worried about the ecosystem. So if this TLSQ was just about that Sarahi, the forest is in disarray and I want to fix things and I want your help to help me fix things, I would probably have been fine with like, sure, you want my help fixing the ecosystem, I'm ready to help you. But the problem I have is that he's putting the blame on MC. That I have a problem with and that makes me salty. It is not fixing the ecosystem I have a problem with. It's the fact that he's putting the blame on MC. For something MC had to do and MC had no choice with. Opening the vaults. It was never a choice. So that's what I'm upset about. I'm upset that Torvus is putting the blame on MC. That is horrible and I don't like it and it makes me salty towards Torvus. So I cannot be alright with his noble goal of wanting to protect the ecosystem. Because honestly, he's not doing anything to protect the ecosystem himself. The centaurs are not working together to make the ecosystem good again. Even though they claim they have lived with the ecosystem for centuries. Are you saying that in those years and centuries, the ecosystem has never changed? That is scientifically impossible. Ecosystems do change and they learn to sustain themselves. Again, I don't know much about science, but I think this is just common sense. I'm upset with Torvus for putting the blame on MC. I'm not upset with him for wanting to protect the ecosystem. I'm fine with helping the ecosystem. What I'm not fine with is the fact that Torvus is putting the blame on MC for something that MC had no choice about. MC had to open the cursed vault. There was never a choice in that matter. Brilliant. Thanks for the lesson, Professor Frederick. So I'm just salty about that. I have to keep reiterating it because I keep feeling like I'm not being able to get the point across because I keep getting sidetracked. I'd still like you to answer this one question to prove to me you were paying attention. I wasn't paying attention. I need my phone. Okay, the stronger is Herbivicus Duo. I needed to Google that. The stronger version of Herbivicus is Herbivicus Duo. Very good, Miss Silvers. Thank you. It's clear you paid attention this time. I did not. I just have the power of Google. Thanks, Professor. You made it easy. But I should be using Herbivicus Duo. But should I be using Herbivicus Duo if it's the stronger charm? As long as you perform Herbivicus correctly, it should be more than enough to do the trick. How about a quick practice to make sure the refresh is really set in? Of course, let's see you practice the charm. Yeah, it's not like I did this multiple times already. This is a bad TLSQ. This makes me even salty than other TLSQs that are this useless. Herbivicus! Ah, flower! Flowers make me happy. I smell food. I'm getting hungry now. Well done. Those booby tubers will be quite beautiful, I'm sure. Until they're eaten by the troll, of course. Brilliant. Thanks, Professor. Now I can go meet up with Charlie and Liz and begin growing food for the troll. Good luck. Thanks. I'll need it if I'm to prove myself to Torvus. And if I do, perhaps he'll allow me to continue visiting the forest. He does not own said forest. Oh my god, it's like speaking to a brick wall. But then again, I am speaking to my computer, which cannot speak back. I am sorry, my computer. I still love my computer. I still love you. Oh my god, this whole TLSQ is making me angry. This whole TLSQ is just continuously making me angrier. Like, you are an absolute... I don't like you anymore, Torvus. I'm so mad. Alright, today I hope you've come prepared to grow some booby tubers. Don't worry, Charlie. Where's my necklace? Where did my necklace go? I did not visit what do you call it, the wardrobe. I smell food. I smell bread. I want bread now. Not worry, Charlie. Flit will help you remember her because so now I know exactly how to make soil sprout boo. How to make this soil sprout boobo tubers. Great. We'll have that troll fed in no time. And the centaurs will be able to get the water and Torvus will trust me once again. Brilliant. There's nothing in this forest around more than the creatures. And it will be great to see them living in harmony again. Again, if the centaurs just had some patience, if Torvus just had some patience, we wouldn't need to do any of this and the environment would have sustained itself on its own. Just like how great it will be to get this grove in the forest like back to their old selves. Love all the different habitats in this forest and I can't wait to see them restored. There really is so much to love about this forest, isn't there? Oh, I hate coming to the forbidden forest. I suppose in year 4 it makes sense, but by the time you've come to year 6, it's just a traumatic place and you don't want to come back here. I don't like anything. Okay, I guess I like the creatures. I love the creatures that live in the forest the most. They give the forest life and without them it wouldn't survive. And I like the unicorns. And that's why restoring harmony between the creatures is so important, Sarahi. Exactly, now let's get to work in preparing this grove. Literally, I'm not even kidding. I get flashbacks every time I look at this area. I'm not joking. Even though I have moved on, it still gives flashbacks. I mean, not bad flashbacks, but flashbacks nonetheless. What are you people doing? And let me see what happened to my necklace. Okay, according to the wardrobe, it's still there. I guess since they put us in dragonhide gloves by default, it removed the necklace. I don't know how that works, but okay. Herbivicus is fairly straightforward. I mean, yeah, no joke. Dragon dung certainly makes her an extremely effective fertilizer. Dragon dung. The troll better be thankful for this. I swear to God. It's a good piece of boobo tuber. None of this makes sense to me. I am going to just hurry this along. I am getting very impatient. I'm hungry. Alright team, are we ready to grow some boobo tubers? What were we doing this whole time? We're ready. The ground is ready too. What are we playing, Stardew Valley? Perfect, time to cast Herbivicus. What does Herbivicus do anyway? Herbivicus. And they're growing. It's working. The boobo tubers are being reborn. Yes, they are. Soon the troll will have its food back and the creatures we love so much will be safe. What do you think, Charlie? You haven't said much. I am speechless. I was expecting this small patch of ground to become so remarkable. Sounds like you don't think boobo tubers are ugly anymore. Definitely not. I'm so used to the fiery destruction of dragons that I rarely get to see such a fragile and beautiful creation. It really does feel good to give back to the forest. I just hope that our actions here can start to make up for the trouble caused by going into the cursed world. I hope so too. But there's no more time to waste. We have a troll to feed. Let's head back to the forest lake. We should grow more boobo tubers first. I love the idea that after this is all done and we have restored everything and Torvus trusts us again and he's being all hunky-dory, I just love the idea that Sarahi should just yell at him after this and just tell him like, I can't believe I thought you were my friend. You decided to put this entire blame on me for an ecosystem that would have learned to sustain itself with patience, which you did not have. I kind of like the idea of letting Sarahi yell at him. What are you doing? Why are you here? Oh no, we may be too late. The troll does not look happy with that centaur. And the centaur does not look happy with that troll. Yeah, you don't say. We need to stop this before there is a fight. We grew the boobo tubers to avoid just this. If the troll learns it has enough to eat, he will leave the lake. Getting in between a centaur and a troll sounds nearly as dangerous as facing down a dragon. Which I did. Just go away, everyone. I just have to do everything myself here. It's our only option. Otherwise, all the hard work going to boobo tubers will have been a waste. Well, what am I here for if not to be a human meat shield? I'm gonna do it. I mean, I took down a dragon. I can do this too. I knew that undoing the damage from the wall would be challenging, but I didn't expect this. Let's get over them and calm them down before things escalate. I'll do it. I'll have to do it. I mean, I faced down a dragon. I took down Drake Pig. What's taking down a troll like? Hey! Over here! We have food. You can stop trying to kick that centaur now. This monster has been terrorizing us for too long. Fighting will not solve anything. Throw something at the troll, please. I am not sure I have ever seen a centaur and a troll together before. We've already found a solution to the problem. I hate to see the creatures of the forest not getting along. I mean, yeah, I don't like that either, but I think I heard his stomach rumbling. Dude, we have your food here. Don't blame each other, blame the cursed world, or blame... No! Excuse me, the whole... Like, it's not like... Okay, Kervin, I don't understand how you're so okay with Torvus. Like I'm saying, I'm okay with him wanting to restore balance, but putting the blame on MC is just so horrible. Such horrible behavior. I don't know how you're okay with this. Kervin, if you're... Please let your MC lecture Centaur on... Lecture Torvus on how to be patient. Yeah, let's put the blame on MC. It's not like MC has already... Look, this was just such a horrible behavior from Torvus. Like it... I mean, MC already has self-harm, like behavior that's harmful to themselves. Like, they blame themselves for everything. They have horrible self-esteem. And you just put more blame on them for something that would have fixed itself and did not require MC's help. This is just bad. I'm going to need to talk to someone about this. Mama Kervin, I'm going to be talking to you about this once I'm done recording. I'm not even joking. I need your opinion on this. Mama Kervin, I honestly have no idea whether you think, who's in the right in your opinion. Is MC in the, am I in the right or is Torvus in the right? I have no idea. You have your opinion. I'll ask you later. But just know that my opinion is that Torvus is in the wrong and that he should have just been more patient. That is my opinion. I would like to know your opinion when I talk to you later. Believe me, I need to know your opinion. You are often smarter than me. I think the troll is settling down. Great, let's show him the boo-boo tubers. And there's more where that came from. You can stop fighting now. Please just eat these. Look how pleased he is to see the boo-boo tubers. You were right, he really did just want more food. And we showed up just in time. But look at what it's done already. The centaurs are put in danger and nearly had to find a new home. And all because they have a violent troll that couldn't control its temper. But all creatures tend to do desperate things when they're hungry, Charlie. Dude, the troll is fine. Like, I agree with Liz here. Hungry animals do that. We can't blame the troll. Aggression is a part of its natural behavior, especially when it's hungry. Which is in the case for every animal. It is extra important that its ecosystem stay balanced. Good point, Sarai. I suppose it doesn't know any better. The troll's temperament will improve once it's fed, so let's give it these boober tubers. Yes, let's do that. I mean, it's waited long enough. Give him a food. And he's not even aggressive to take the food. He's taking the food so nicely. See? Happy troll. Come. Bye-bye. Have a good one. We did it. You were right, Liz. The troll backed off and is heading back to the field of boober tubers. The plan is working. The boober tubers coax the troll away from the lake. And now the centaurs can return safely to retrieve water. I can already feel the balance returning to the forest. Again, like I said before, if Torvus had just asked that we need help in restoring the forest, I would have been fine with it. I have no problem helping with restoring the ecosystem. What I'm angry about is him placing all the blame on MC. That is what I'm angry about. It's cause and effect, just like Torvus told us. One small action can lead to a large change. And now, because of the fact that Torvus is putting all the blame on us, I will still help the ecosystem, but I frankly could not care less about getting his trust back. Just like any... I don't want to read all this stuff. Speaking of Torvus, perhaps you should go tell him of our success. He'll be thrilled to hear the news. We'll see. I hope this was enough to earn back his trust, which I frankly do not care about. Yes, you'll come with us, right? You've been a valuable part of this team. You two go ahead. I'm going to hang back so Sarabit can enjoy this beautiful lake. I need to make it up to him since I didn't give him an oversized lily pad. Good thinking. What a better way to enjoy this newly peaceful setting. Now it's time for Charlie and me to face Torvus. Excuse me? Now that Torvus trusts you again, you set your sights on clearing up the rest of the forest, starting with saving a group of fairies who are being attacked. Who is hurting the fairies? Can you and Barnaby save them? Okay, first of all, I'm happy Barnaby is getting involved because it's Barnaby. I want him with me because I'm already upset. And secondly, who's hurting the fairies? Look, I'm very sorry, Torvus, but as much as I am happy about helping the ecosystem, I've already lost my respect for you. And I will not be giving you more cake. Hello, Torvus. Hello, Hagrid. I'm so glad I found you too. Hello, Sarai. You seem awfully pleased for someone who has disrupted an entire ecosystem. He's still putting the blame on MC. I swear to God, Torvus, I will flip the bird. I am flipping the bird to you, but you know what? I am flipping the bird at him. But I'm not letting my fingers come on camera. So I don't have to censor it. But I'm flipping the bird at you, Torvus. You have pissed me off. You're really, really pissing me off right now. Don't worry, Torvus. Sarai and Charlie are come bearing good news. I'll be the judge of that. Tell me what you've done. We've restored order to the forest lake. We regrew the boo-boo tubers in the field for the troll. It's true, Torvus. The centaurs can safely retrieve their water once again. I knew you could do it, Sarai. That is good news. So the troll has left the lake in peace? Yes, it nearly attacked a centaur, but we arrived just in time. Nearly attacked a centaur. Yeah, it's like I told Charlie, we shouldn't blame the troll for its natural behavior. Is that so? The centaurs were wrong. The centaurs were also wronged in this situation and didn't lash out like the troll. And I'm starting to realize why my actions had a much wider impact than I anticipated. The Torvus is seriously not helping Sarai's self-blame issues. Better taken the correct course of action, Sarai. But I know there's still more I have to fix in the forest. Can I continue repairing the damage that's been done? I know that fixing this one thing wasn't enough. There's more to do. I'm fine with helping the ecosystem, but I'm upset with Torvus for putting the blame on me. I'm going to keep reiterating that. I'm just so pissed off. I am not often impressed, Sarai, but you have surprised me. You are correct that there is still much to be done before the natural order is restored. Now that I've seen the forest has been affected, I'm more determined than ever to make things right. As am I, we'll get the job done, Torvus. I'd like to begin by tracking down the missing Acromantula. That is the priority. Fortunately, I've received word about another disturbance in the forest. Could it be related to the missing Acromantula? We'll have to investigate right away. Indeed, though you may wish to hold off for a moment, we have guests. Oh, more Acromantulas. Nice. Hello. If you thought me impatient, you have yet to experience the fury of Acromantulas. If four people want to eat me, go ahead. I already have a death wish. They don't look too happy. Yeah, I wouldn't be either if a friend were missing a year and no who was to blame. This does not age well if you know that Rowan has been killed because of Rakepick. Rakepick did kill Rowan, excuse me. So you'll obviously be angry when you see Rakepick. The only reason I am not is because I think Rakepick is a wasted character. You guys know I'm going to make everything about Rakepick eventually. You're right, I want to make things better, so I need to reassure them that I am taking the missing seriously. This whole TLSQ is pissing me off. I don't like it. Then speak, see if you can win them over. I don't like this TLSQ. This TLSQ is pissing me off more than any TLSQ ever has. Torvus, I have just lost my respect for you, honestly. If we just had a little more patience, the ecosystem would have sustained itself. That's what ecosystems do. I'm not going to repeat my entire science rant. Because I don't know much about science, but I do know some things, okay? I do know some things. I have some common sense. Ecosystems have sustained themselves for thousands of years. When you can find your friend, it's right, with my help, of course. Charlie giving himself some credit. Go ahead, Charlie, do that. Rai is extended finding all sorts of things. Yeah, well, I am a Hufflepuff after all. Look how majestic you all have become. Stop with the flattering habit, it's not gonna work. The disturbances in this forest are affecting us all. I have renewed faith in Sarahi. Acromantulas often leave a trail behind. That's how we'll find your friend. Who did come back, by the way? Where would you hide if you were missing? Too bad Acromantulas don't like boobo tubers. Yeah, I had a job for finding my missing brother. I am fine with finding a missing Acromantula, yet you want your missing friend back. But I'm just upset with you, Torvus. I'm so upset. I'm gonna have to vent about this a lot. Like, Sarai, I think I'm just gonna allow Sarai to yell at Torvus at the end of this TLSQ. Okay, I guess they're pacified. Look, the Acromantulas are leaving. I think it works, Sarai. They seem to trust you. I keep trying to tell anyone, Acromantulas are perfectly polite creatures. I mean, They are good. You can't reason with them, but they have to be reasonable back. You just got to know how to handle them. Be as it may, you do right to heed my warning. Acromantulas are not known to be patient creatures. Technically, you're not patient either, which is why I'm so pissed off at you right now. It's time to return to our search for the missing Acromantula. If we don't find it, we'll never get the Forbidden Forest rebalanced. Begin first with the disturbance I spoke of earlier. What kind of disturbance, Torvus? It seems that a group of fairies is under attack, but you'll have to investigate it yourselves. Yeah, you're not going to help us because you're just busy being anchor baby. Of course, Torvus, helping the fairies could lead us to the missing Acromantula. Acromantulas are known for stacking on fairies, but it's worth checking out. Acromantulas aren't known. I trust you're up to the task, Rahi. I am, Torvus. I was serious and I said I was going to take responsibility for my actions. My actions. We don't know for sure that Acromantula is behind the fairy attack. Perhaps you should split up. You can handle the fairies and I'll keep searching for clues what way the Acromantula has gone. Alright, Charlie, that way we can cover more ground. Any words of advice from me? Please be careful, for the love of God. Just remember to be careful while searching. Acromantulas can be dangerous, not to mention all the other strange things happening in the forest. Prudent advice, sir. I'd hate to see something happen to my friend Charlie under your guidance. Don't worry, I'll be safe. That settles it. Charlie will go looking for the Acromantula while I tackle this fairy problem. Good luck, Sarai. Anything attacking fairies must be mean. Perhaps you should recruit another friend to help. That's exactly what I'll do and have the perfect friend in mind. Panda PP! Yay! I'd go get him. Why am I so off center? Where am I? Crap, I didn't read his line. Here we go again. What's a red cap doing out of its hole in broad frickin' daylight? And what's it doing attacking them fairies? That's why I called you here, Barnaby. When I closed the forest world, everything got turned upside down. What's happening? You can suddenly see that. Don't go there. I don't want you going there, my sweet boy. Things have been strange in the Forbidden Forest and I promised Torvus I would set everything right. I didn't realize it was this bad though. What are we going to do, Sarahi? We have to save the fairies. They're not flying away for some reason. They must be afraid to give up their home, which means we need to get the red cap to leave them alone. In that case, are you wasting time? Let's save those fairies and distract the red cap. That was the most boring interaction I've had with you, Barnaby, and honestly, it was not in character for you. Okay, I suppose this is less boring because this just looks funny. Okay, he's bouncing too. Okay, red cap will go after anything. We need to get the red cap away from those fairies before it hurts them. I wonder if the fairies are protecting their eggs. I think there might be eggs. Don't worry, fairies, we'll save you. Hey, red cap, look over here. Home. Your home is not over here, your home is over there. Red cap's like hoarding things, right? Maybe we can distract it with treasures. We could just give it like a coin or something. Why did the red cap come here in the first place? I am bored! Why are we smiling? It's not going anywhere. Well, we were able to save some of the fairies. But some of them are still being harassed by the red cap. Maybe we could lure it away. But how are we going to do that? Think about it, Sahi. What do red caps like to do? Collect and hoard items? Red caps like to collect and hoard items. That's brilliant, Barnaby. Despite what Murula says, I can be brilliant sometimes. That is true. That is definitely true. So if red cap like to hoard things, then perhaps what we need is bait. Like a gift or a piece of treasure? Exactly. It just needs to be brilliant enough to catch the red cap's eye. I'm not giving my key. Which means we need to go shiny hunting. Okay. We can either connect this with Mr. Go Shiny Hunter, or we could connect this with going for shiny hunting in Pokemon. Which one do you want? Mr. Go Shiny Hunter or shiny hunting for Pokemon? And I know exactly who to ask for help. We're off to see Andre. Perfect, let's go see what he has. Honestly, not much. I think we could just drop a coin here and eat like that. I'm bored, and because of the fact that I keep smelling food, I'm also hungry. Okay, Andre, what do you got? Andre, I'm glad you were able to meet. Something terrible has happened with the Forbidden Forest and I'm going to fix all of this apparently. Slow down, Cursepicker. Take it from the beginning. Okay, let me give you this stupid explanation. Well, when I closed the cursed vault in the forbidden forest, I threw the entire forest out of balance. It would have sustained itself within time, but Torvus is impatient and wants me to do it right the hell now. Right now. He wants it all perfect right now. He's like my mother. Is that right? He's like my mother. Oh, okay. That's not all. I set up a series of problems. Boobo tubers were trampled, rolled with the forest lake. We saw a red cap attacking a group of fairies. That sounds awful and I hate it. Do you need me to do something? I'm not sure how Check would help against red cap. You need some sort of shiny objects to lure the red cap back into its hole, like a piece of jewelry. Jewelry, will you come to the right place? I've got to have something here. Oh no! Does it have to be valuable? Do red caps care about that? No, it just needs to be shiny. I saw some data mines for some loose jewelry. Please don't tell me those pretty little diamonds were for this wastage. No, it doesn't have to be valuable. It just needs to look valuable. Red cap won't know the difference. Well, in that case, you should be able to craft something. I have plenty of costume material lying around. You know, I'm always working on something new. Alright, let's look through the material and figure out what we can use to distract the red cap. There were some loose jewels in the data mine. Please don't tell me those were to waste with the red cap. They were to waste with the red cap. We had these pretty jewels in the data mine. We're just going to waste them with a red cap. Let's not make it too big or too small. It has to be just right. What goes well with the red cap? Gold or silver? Maybe rose gold? Just give it gold. How we were able to put something together to distract the red cap? We're able to, sorry. Professor McGonagall will be upset if I leave glitter on her desk. She's always upset, so Professor McGonagall will see shiny things on her desk, probably. No. Maybe I should try a design outfit. Orange and purple go together, right? Yeah, they do actually. Orange and purple are sunset colors. It would actually look really good. This reminds me, I probably should have worn the fire crab outfit instead of my flower outfit like always. I'm getting tired. I'm also hungry. I see. If you use this jewel and this chain and these shiny bits, those are buttons, Barnaby, and they work perfectly. Now we just need a little bit of magic to put it all together. Allow me, I am the style wizard after all. What a waste! We are doing this just to get a red cap away. Pretty! Can I keep it? I think Barnaby believes in aliens. Which is cute, by the way. Blimey, this is way better than the aluminium foil I tried to make into a hat. I had sure to grab the red cap's attention, there's no doubt about it. Thank you for helping us, Sandra. We couldn't have done this without you. What a waste. So those pretty jewels he saw in the data mine was just to distract a red cap. For that's a useless TLSQ. I wish I could keep it. Of course, Cursebreaker. I love a good fashion challenge and this certainly was one. Let me know like how the red cap likes it. Hopefully it's sparkly enough to distract it from those fairies. We will. If he likes it enough, maybe you could make a whole red cap fashion line. Come on, Barnaby, let's go to this jewelry to the test. That's not a bad idea actually. We've got to go lure the red cap back to its hole and save them fairies. I don't know why I say save them fairies. I don't know why I'm saying that. Alright, this better work at least. The TLSQ is already way longer than it needs to be. Honestly, like I said, it doesn't even need to exist. There's the red cap. Oh yeah, you don't say. Quick, put the jewelry we made in the Andre. Let's show the red cap what we have to see, what we have and see if it takes the bait.
Don't touch it. Don't touch that. It's cursed. That necklace is one of Rakepig's dark artifacts.
That's not the necklace we made. That is the necklace from the bush. Excuse me? I am so mad. That necklace in the bush was an important thing after year 6 chapter 18 when we were looking for anything Rakepig left behind. Instead of using the necklace we've made, we've just used the cursed artifact from behind the bush that belonged to Rakepig. This is making me angry. This is stupid. You are stupid. This whole TLSQ is stupid. I am so mad. This is pissing me off to no end. But if you put that away, that's just pissing me off. I am so mad. The necklace that was in this bush, instead of picking it up when we needed it, we're picking it up now when we already had a necklace that we made from our... I am so mad. I am so angry. This is making me angry. Oh my god. The necklace in the bush has made a resurgence. Because instead of using the one we made with Andre, we are using the cursed necklace which belongs to, I can't possibly stress this enough, Rakepick from behind the bush, which would have an important piece of evidence in year 6. And instead of using the necklace you made, you decided, hey, here's a random necklace behind the bush, let's pick it up now instead of the time when it was required. I am so mad. I am so mad. I'm skipping over this. I really don't care. I am so mad. I am so mad about this. It's working. The red cap took the bait. Oh, we did it. We saved the fairy. I don't care. Barnaby, I'm so sorry, but I'm pissed off. You're right. I'm glad we were able to get it to leave the fairies alone. With the fairy stayed and the red cap taken care of, only leaves one more thing to do. Find the missing Acromantula. Hurry up and do it. Please. Oh my god. Please hurry up and find this Acromantula so this TLSQ can just end. I still have to edit it and the editing will make me even more angry. Now that you mention it, I haven't heard from him at all. Are you worried about Charlie? Acromantula's not exactly ours. Yes, I am worried. He always gets into stupid things. I'm a bit worried he's gotten himself into trouble. I told him to be careful in his search and I hope he listened. Acromantulas are very dangerous creatures, especially this one. It's already pissed off that I beat it. And I would expect it to hear from him by now. If Charlie isn't afraid of dragons, I'm sure he can handle an Acromantula. I hope you're right, Barnaby. And if you don't need any more help, then I'm going to head back to Hogwarts. Stay with me, come on, I'm already pissed off. I need someone to make me not pissed. Professor McGonagall is making me redo my transgression, he said. Oh no, oh my poor boy, no. Oh no. McGonagall, why would you do this to my boy? Apparently writing a story about a teacup running away to join a circus doesn't count for points. It should! That sounds very creative. Can I read it? A teacup joining a circus? That sounds like a Pokemon thing. Barnaby invented Pokemon. I haven't really got time to explain. I'll see you later, sir. Oh, explain. Tell me. Okay, alright. Good luck with your essay, Barnaby. I'll stay here to make sure the fairies are okay. What is it this time? What's the red cap still doing here? It should have gone home by now. Looks like it might be afraid. What would a red cap be afraid of? Well, whatever is keeping the red cap from returning to its home is something worth investigating. I promised I would fix the problems I caused in the Forbidden Forest. This makes me angry. It's my responsibility. I can't let Torvus or the creatures of this forest down. This is their home. I've got to explore the red cap's hole, but I wonder what I'll find there. A sphinx? I'll only find out if I go see for myself. It's time for me to enter the red cap's hole. This is the worst. Huh? Oh boy! Oh. I think the red cap I think the Acromantula made his new home here. Charlie, are you alright? Blimey, sir, you found me. Not a moment too soon from the looks of it. Thanks to a frightened red cap and some fairies. Oh, hello, it's you. I'm here to bring you home and you want me to beat your ass in? What a pleasant reunion. How nice of you to come share your friend's final moments. I don't think so. I'm here to save Charlie and return you to your colony. I'm literally trying to get you back home and this is what you do. My colony, and how is that any of your business? Ever since I do outside the coast of the forest, it hasn't seen the same. The forest literally misses you. And we've been searching far and wide for you so we could reunite you with your fellow Acromantulas. They literally miss you, man. They're growing more and more restless the longer you're away. They need their colony to be whole again. You are their friend and they literally miss you. But I rather like my new home. It's cozy. Look, the world is already opened. If you make your home again, back at your place, no one's going to bother you. And dinner is already served. Not if I have anything to say about you. You want me to duel you again? I will duel you again. I really do not care. I'm gonna try to reason with you because I probably should not be fighting. Fighting is what got us into this mess, and peaceful reasoning has been working well for me so far. Do not make me regret my decision. That's too bad because I've always preferred violent reasoning. Should I bring Bunbun? Bunbun is my friend Acromantula. She should probably be able to help me. You should listen to Sarahi Acromantula. All of our actions have unexpected consequences. Oh, I know exactly what will happen if we battle. A feast. Now you may want to get that little wand of yours ready. Oh, it's ready, alright, it's ready! I'm already pissed off, you know what, I'm just gonna... Wait, it's stronger than me. Why could Rakepick not be stronger than me? It pisses me off that all these people in these TLSQs are stronger than me, and Rakepick, who needed to be stronger than me, wasn't her I wanted KO'd. This Acromantula is holding us. I'm gonna beat your ass. Why does he keep taking defensive? Oh my god. You're stronger than me and your attacks don't even work that good. Yeah, stronger than me, sure. I am stronger than you. No, I'm not going to quote Undertale. This really has nothing to do with Undertale. And honestly, this is very much violence. I woke up and chose violence. This Acromantula really just woke up and chose violence, didn't it? If Torvus blames me again, I'm gonna beat him. Like Torvus, I literally tried to reason with him and this good dude woke up and chose violence. So really not my fault there. I don't want a compliment. I really don't. I really don't care. Well, if that's what you need to tell yourself. But it really would be best if you return to your colony. They're concerned for you. Your friends are concerned for you. And you're keeping the red cap from its home as well. I care about the creatures, alright? Look, I do care about the forest, unfortunately. What happened after we opened the curse vault is my responsibility, and I do care about the forest. For Torvus and the centaurs, for the fairies and the trolls, for the red cap, and yes, even for the Acromantulas, I have a friend that's an Acromantula. It's all connected. As a creature of the forest, I'd expect you to respect that too. Please do. Yeah, sure, feast on a deer. Defendo. Jesus Christ, this stupid Acromantula is so stupid I don't even know how to talk to him. That's better. Let's get out of here, Sarahi. Head behind you, Charlie. It's time to return the Acromantula to its colony. Just go home. You 6-year-old walking advertisement of a spider. Duel again? Screw it. That's far enough. I don't need to be handed off to my colony by the likes of you two. Now leave before I decide you're more appetizing than any deer. We've come too far to leave now. We need to make this union go smoothly. If you insist. Hello? Anyone there? I hope this isn't another disturbance. Alright, I'm leaving. Leave. Leave. There they are. That's better. Better indeed. Perhaps you shouldn't have escorted the Acromantula here. Sure. I think you're right, Charlie. We shouldn't have come back here. Something doesn't feel right. Perhaps it's all the hungry giant spiders staring at us. That's definitely it. Are you two done talking? Because I sense the colony is feeling quite hungry now that we're all together again. This is the thanks we get for your safe return. Try not to take it personally, not prepared to be eaten. I hate the forest. There are too many of them. unfortunately, this is the last time I help an Acromantula. And unfortunately, Rakepix Lioness Patronus will not work on them. Don't come any closer. Petrificus Totalis. Try to use defense against our events. Protego. Flipendo. Never helping an Acromantula again. The centaurs when you need them. Watch your back. This is the true Forbidden Forest. Oh, sort of. You're not playing a video game. I am playing the video game. Is this a smear that Frank is sharper than normal? There are too many of. Oh my god, this is the whole. Shut up! I think this confirms that we made the wrong decision by escorting the Acromantula back to the Slayer. Let's just focus on staying alive, Charlie. You could have just left me alone, but instead here we are and now you must suffer the consequences. I tried to get you home and this is what I get. But you had to be returned home, and not only because the colony needed to be whole again, but because this forest is a living thing, and the ripple effect of your leaving caused all these other problems. Problems that are not my concern. They weren't my concern either, and yet here I am. The forest problems are your problems and your colonies. But now that you're back, the colony is whole and things will remain in balance as long as you stay. That's for me and my colony to decide. You should not presume to keep things in balance. We all make our own choices. Well, I made the choice to help Torvus and return you here, and that's what I have done. And you should be very proud of yourself. But now we are making the choice to feast on the two of you. I was worried you might say that. Now what, Sarahi? Now we die. That's enough, Fyron. Hagrid, we sure are glad to see you. And I'm glad to see the two of you in one piece and not scattered all over the ground. You're telling me! Hagrid, why can't you ever stay out of these couples? Sorry, but yeah, Acromantula is going to have to find your food somewhere else. And these two should have your respect for what they've done for your home. Go away. I don't like you. I'm never helping these guys again. You're lucky. We're lucky you showed up, Hagrid. Yeah, thanks for saving us. Take me back home. I hate this place. Guess we're both heroes today. Heroes, us? You saved the forest, didn't you? That remains to be seen. We'll know for sure. To know for sure, we need to find out if we truly saved the Forbidden Forest from Torvus. Torvus is the king, apparently. I'm so mad. If this is the end of the TLSQ, I'd like Sarahi to lecture Torvus for putting the blame for the ecosystem's imbalance on her. I am not happy. I am not happy. Here, I did everything. Happy? Torvus, we have a lot to catch you up on. To do this job, I nearly died. I had the fairies. They were being terrorized by a red cap. Whoa. A red cap out of its hole? Blimey. The missing Acromantula was in the red cap's hole and the red cap was too scared to go home. And I was caught in the Acromantula's web. You nearly killed 2 children for the forest. Unfortunately, because of Charlie being caught, I had to duel the Acromantula. But I did try to resolve the situation peacefully. The Acromantula was being difficult. I swear to God, Torvus. I'm sorry to hear that, Charlie. It's alright, Torvus. Sarai saved me. And we reunited the Acromantula back in this colony, but then they attacked. Not to worry though, we were saved by Hagrid and his crossbow. Now that the Acromantulas are reunited with this colony, is there anything else we can do, or can we leave now? I'm hungry. There is nothing more for you to do. I can feel that harmony has begun to return to the forest. You I could feel something different. Okay, good. Harmony has been restored. I want to go home. So then, we accomplished our mission and made things right again? Indeed. Couldn't be more proud of you and myself. Both of you. What if the troll comes back to the forest lake? Or that captain raises fairies again? Or the Acromantulas? All is fine now. Yes, for now, yes. But what about the future? What if things change and you're still impatient and don't allow the ecosystem to regenerate itself? Huh. Taurus? Tell me, what have you learned on your journey, Sarahi? Well, if it means you'll answer my question, I'll tell you what I've learned. By wasting your time and my time as well. I certainly have a craving for Buputu. Dude, I am hungry. Don't make me hungrier. Lesson number 1. Don't get stuck in a spider web. Okay, that's fun. The forest is rebalancing as we speak. It would have rebalanced on its own if you were patient. You must always be respectful of our surroundings. I've learned not to underestimate you, Sarahi. Yeah, you better not. I've learned that I haven't lost my touch with Acromantulas. I should probably check on find. Oh boy, I'm hungry. I need food immediately after this. Violent actions often have violent consequences. I am bored. Let's just go along with this. I never realized just how far the consequences of my action could reach. Each step I take has meaning. Every action has an effect, but sometimes reacting violently causes more violence. My friend died in this position, and this is what I am concerned with. And I learned that it's important to be respectful of my surroundings. Precisely, Sahi. One small change rippling into larger and larger changes. Of those lessons learned, which do you think is the most important? It's Sarai. Violence isn't the answer, it's probably the best one. The most important lesson I learned was that violence isn't always the answer. Sometimes it can be the easiest way out of the situation, but that doesn't mean it's the right way to react. I did. I hope that in the future you will consider more peaceful solutions to your problems. You made a valuable point, Sarai. I'm impressed with how much you've learned. Thank you, Torvus. That means a lot. And more importantly, thank you for allowing me to fix my mistake. To answer your earlier concerns about what to do if the forest changes, you'll never be able to code. That's my point! That's literally been my point! You'll never be able to control the forest completely. I agree, that's part of what makes it a wild and free land. The forest is full of life and life is connected. You are now a part of that connection. Voice crack. I see. You've done your part, as long as you respect the connection and support the forest. Does this mean you'll allow me to continue visiting the Forbidden Forest even though I don't want to? Not only will I allow it, but I encourage it. You are welcome back anytime. And I can still come too, right? Yes, Charlie, you are always welcome. Thanks for believing in us, Torvus, even if I did take some convincing. As a gesture to celebrate your new connection, I have something for you. May it always represent the journey you have been on. The hell is this? A bug with leaves on it? It's this small flitter bee, so you'll always remember your connection to the forest. A flitter bee. That's not a real flitter bee. That's not... What is this? Where does it go? Where does this flitter bee go? In the dorm? Alright, it does go in the dorm. Okay, what is this? What does it give? Oh, a page. This TLSQ has pissed me off to no end. Just the fact that an ecosystem, look, I'm not going to reiterate, which I've already said multiple times. Ecosystems keep changing, and when they change, they can't sustain themselves. They will always try to sustain themselves. Human interaction is not necessary unless the damage done is far too much. And from what I understand, the damage done from the cursed vault was not as much. The Acromantula would have returned eventually. We did not need to coax it out of hiding. It would have gotten lonely eventually and come back. This TLSQ had no reason for existing, and the fact that Torvus placed the blame for an entire ecosystem's imbalance on a child has just pissed me off, and I've kind of, even though I respect his goal, his very noble goal of wanting to protect the ecosystem, I've kind of lost my respect for him. I guess he'll still be my friend, but Sarai is gonna be pissed at him for a while. I am certainly going to be pissed at him for a while. In conclusion, 2 out of 10 quests had no reason for existing. I hated it. Well, with all that, this TLSQ is now over. I know I was pretty pissed for this entire video, but hey, that's just my opinion. I hope you all enjoyed this TLSQ. I got it done on time, I think, just a little late. But for the most part, I did my best. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you are new to this channel and this is the first video you'll see, which is a little strange. This is a very long video. How can this be the first one you see? Then subscribe. I do this every week. I am planning to reach into more games. And if you enjoyed the video, do like it. I don't understand people who say like the video before the video starts. Like, it makes more sense to say it at the end. I don't know. Just my opinion. So like the video if you enjoyed, and I'll see all of you next week, and hopefully Jam City adheres to a schedule and we get the update on Friday like a normal week. Okay, so bye bye.